OMI was looking for a charitable organization to become more involved in.
At that time, we didn't know about Horizons for Youth, but a few months later we did, and that's how it all started.
Phil Coffey attended the first No Ordinary Evening, the annual fundraiser that my family started to celebrate the life of our son Declan. Declan and Tim Coffey, Phil's son, grew up together. So when we had our first fundraising event, Phil was there and OMI was a backer from the start.
At the first No Ordinary Evening, we became aware of the children and their mentors who were all there working in the silent auction.
When the idea of Horizons for Youth came up and when we started really looking at it, not just at dinners, but actually meeting the kids, it was perfect for us. We've taken kind of a unique approach in that we decided to look at things that weren't being done currently. Things like taking the kids to Notre Dame. And we bring 25 kids and 25 mentors. And because the university is so close, that sounded like the perfect place where we could take them, where we could spend the day.
Things pop into Phil's head at times, and I get a text with an idea, like, what about those high school graduates? How they can get their dorm room set up? And of course, our business does a lot of business with Bed Bath & Beyond. He connected the dots and said, what if we brought the kids and we gave them money, just so they're comfortable when they show up?
We have 8 members of our staff this year, for instance, with the 8 high school graduates. And that person just shops with them until we've reached our limit. And they kind of bond during their shopping trip. And then afterwards, we have a luncheon. And each of the students gets up and tells us what he wants to do, where he wants to be, what he thinks college is going to mean to him. It's really a rewarding event to know these kids will go to college and look like everyone else.
There's no one like Phil Coffey. There's so many ways in which he's been involved in our organization that have been absolutely game-changing. He's created new opportunities for our students, for their families. He's been helpful and thoughtful in our strategic planning. He provides fantastic advice to me and to our leadership team. He's even helped establish new staff positions at times when we've desperately needed them but couldn't afford them. In addition to Phil's own personal involvement, he's inspired the engagement of the entire OMI Industries team. OMI's COO, Bob Dunklau, serves on our board of directors and played a key role in development of our most recent strategic plan. His leadership is also critical and incredibly helpful to the organization. In addition to Phil and Bob, other members of the team, including the finance department, the sales department, most especially the human resources and marketing departments, are incredibly helpful to our entire team.
Whenever there's a need for the program, Phil and OMI are there, doing whatever it takes.
This is only the beginning for us. We have plans to even have greater involvement with Horizons. I think the next 5 years will be even more exciting for me personally, for my company, for my employees, and for Horizons.